tricky sometimes. Gonna try again. So, I kept riding for quite a long while, a couple of 100 kilometers, perhaps even a bit more. Then I had a late lunch stop in some small town, and I was so thirsty when I got there. And then, of course, they had food, but they had no water or any sort of drinks. So I had to like walk around town to find a different shop. And as soon as I started drinking water, I started sweating. So I guess that sort of says something about how dehydrated I was. But yeah, I stayed in the restaurant for an hour and a half waiting for the worst of the sun to pass. And now everything's a lot better. There was a really good paved road most of the way here. Until now I just turned off onto this shortcut, which will probably turn out to take longer. But everything is so calm out here. There was one guy who passed me on a motorbike 10 minutes ago. And there's a small village down that way. And then all out of a sudden I'm enjoying it again. Which I wasn't this morning, and which I was not enjoying any part of today up until now. I'm hoping to make it down to a small town called Macente, I think, because there should be a cheap hotel, which, yeah, I still can't afford to do that every day, but also I can't afford to only sleep 1 hour per night. And while the temperature is less uncomfortable now, it's still too hot for me to be able to sleep. I'm sure of that. morning. I didn't manage to make it to a town yesterday. Road conditions were just really bad, so I guess my average speed was something like 15 kilometers an hour perhaps. Um, and I was desperate not to sleep in my tent, so this is what I ended up doing. Sleeping under the stars in Guinea. And while that meant sharing my bed with a bunch of ants, it was better than my tent. So yeah, didn't have a great night's sleep, but a better sleep. Basically, I was sitting here for quite a while, and then I just decided I wasn't gonna bother with the tent because that would just make everything worse. So I covered myself in mosquito repellent, and think I managed 5 hours of sleep or so. Today, I am hoping I can make it to the border with the Ivory Coast. It's not because it's that far away, and I think, according to Google Maps, it's about 5 hours riding. But that's not really worth much here because you never know about the road conditions. However, while the first long stretch of this track has been really rough, just before sunset, I rode past a bulldozer, and since then, the track has been a bit better. So hopefully, I can make it back down to civilization without too much trouble. I think I'm just gonna pack up quickly and get going and find a town because I am really hungry. But yeah, was not necessarily the most pleasant night, but the stars were beautiful. A lot of shooting stars too. Much better track so far today. And look at that. So, a few hours have passed, a few hundred kilometers, and now I can finally say, welcome to the Ivory Coast. And as you might have noticed, for the first time since Morocco, we got rain.